what the has Sasquatch or the fairies or any one of them have they communicated anything to you that you feel like will be important to
Oh
share?
my gosh, so many things. Well, I'm just going to say one thing that we heard from. We went to Ireland a couple of years ago,
Mm.
and we had an encounter with a very human-sized fairy there. And the human-sized ones don't tend to have wings, but that doesn't necessarily mean they don't. This one didn't. Um, but she was saying what they want from us as humans is don't come swallowing, and this is how they put it: don't come swallowing, and that means don't come to them looking to, like, grasping for something.
Mm.
You want to come to them as an equal, and this is often what we do. We tend to put other beings ahead of ourselves. They want you to come to them for community, for exchange, for working together to this purpose we were talking about before. And so this is one big thing that they said to us, is which we don't do, because we learned this before. We know don't do
Yeah.
this, right? But this is a message for others. This is a message for people, because we often come groveling, is maybe a way to put it, or grasping.
Mm.
The other thing, same thing goes with any relationship. Sasquatch, same thing. We don't put them above ourselves. We come as equals, looking to, and it's a fun game. It's a fun
Yeah.
game to play. But and they have a fabulous sense of humor. The Sasquatch do. But you're coming for a common purpose. You're coming together for a common purpose. The other thing Sasquatch says is forget everything you know. So everything we know is not the way it seems.
Yeah.
And so if you can go into nature with that, so everything I'm seeing isn't the way I actually think it is. It's all living and breathing, and have beings associated with them. So there are beings in the trees. There are tree beings. There are fern beings. You know, it's not, it's just that because it hasn't come into our awareness that this is so, it's hard for us to conceive of things that we haven't heard anything about or have no idea about.
Yeah.
So I guess what I'm doing is giving you the idea so that you can go out there, or anyone can go out there. And
Yeah.
this really helps with this engagement thing, right? Seeing it as a being and not just a thing. So seeing a plant, let's just say a fern, seeing a fern as a fern being and not just a plant.
Yeah.
So that really helps with this, looking at everything and acknowledging it because it exists as on a level we can't really comprehend right now.
Mm. So true. Yeah. It's all living. It's all
Yeah,
living.
in a
But
way that we can't really see.
yeah. Well, it just goes back to how disconnected that we've been, right? Because we don't
Yeah,
even see ourselves. So how can we see that? How can we see them?
precisely. And actually, I
Yeah.
heard someone talking yesterday, and the Sasquatch had asked them, "Why are you interested in us when you're not? Why do you want to know us when you don't know yourself?"
Ooh. Oh.
That's a zinger, right?
Oh.
Yes. And there are many answers to that question depending on the person, right? But these are the things they will do. They will throw these things at you, and you will go away and think about them for a very long time, and then something eventually will shift. But
Mm.
when they dispense anything like that, there are so many layers to it. So I have had experiences where they've given me things in different ways, and I'm like looking at this going, what is the deeper meaning? Like, why is this? And in the beginning it would take a year or two for me to get the next piece.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden because I'm not able to connect the dots, And when I'm able to connect the dots after a while, then it's like, oh, then they go, I can give them the next piece. And then
Mm.
they'll give you another piece. So there's layers to what they say and what they do with you. Oops, I just made a big spill.
Oh,
There we go.
everything okay?
Yeah. Yes,
Okay.
it will be.
Yeah, you were saying.
Oh, that's very, there's so many. I have had huge teachings from them. It's hard to dispense it in just a word or just a
Yeah.
small phrase, but they're teaching all the time in so many different ways. And once you have opened your awareness to the possibilities, I think that is, of the ways they can connect with you, and you understand that there are layers to it, so you're waiting for the next thing to come. And you also have to think of when they give you something or they say something, or you have an experience, and you have to think, like, just say let's take the gifting. That's maybe a good way to go back to for most people to be able to absorb it. So when they're gifting with you, and you've gifted for a little while, you don't want to gift forever, because then it becomes like you give me this, I give you this, and then what's the purpose of that?
Yeah.
So you're trying to think, what is the deeper purpose of me gifting with the Sasquatch? What is it that I'm here to learn? It's because we can have these experiences, like have a Fae experience, capture something on camera, and oh, there's a fairy in my camera, in my film. And we'll get excited about it and go, oh, wow, that's great. Where is that taking me? So that's the next layer of once you get over the excitement of I'm having a relationship with a mystical being, and that does take a while. Once we're through that part, where are we going to go with that?
Mm.
What is it I want to get out of this? What is it they want to give me? And what can we do in this situation together?
Yeah.
So it's not just for fun. I guess it can be. And some people do keep it at that level. But for me, anyway, it was like a heart call. I knew there was something more to this than meets the eye. But unless you ask yourself that question, it's not going to go deeper. I guess that's what I'm trying to say.